Have you ever pondered about the composition of the food you just ate or about to eat? No? Well, too bad, because today I'm gonna be explaining about magnesium phosphate. To start things off, let me briefly introduce magnesium phosphate. So, magnesium phosphate is a mineral compound that consists of magnesium cations and phosphate anions bonded together by ionic bonds. Magnesium phosphate is a good source of magnesium, one of the major minerals required by our body. It is an essential mineral that can be found in many foods, such as dairy products and grains, which provide dietary magnesium for humans. In addition to that, magnesium phosphate has various applications in the food industry. Some of you may be wondering how magnesium phosphate could possibly affect the processes in the food industry. Well, the most obvious reason is for fortification purposes, because magnesium phosphate can increase the nutritional quality of food supply with health benefits, because it is a good source to provide enough magnesium for the body. Another important function of magnesium phosphate is that it can be used as an anti-caking agent. Magnesium phosphate can bind to water. This is beneficial because some powders, such as dried powdered spices, will clump together and be unusable in the presence of water. Not only that, most of you may not know, but magnesium phosphate also has a major role during beer production. During the mashing process of the beer production, magnesium, which is present in the water, will react with phosphoric acid to yield magnesium phosphate. This reaction will release a hydrogen ion, which will acidify the mixture. The acidification of the mixture will give an ideal environment for alpha and beta amylase, as well as other proteolytic enzymes. Furthermore, magnesium is also constantly being actively taken up by the yeast cells because magnesium is required as the cofactor of enzymes essential for the fermentation process during the beer production. Speaking of magnesium, magnesium alone is usually used as a color modifier. Magnesium can typically be found in green leafy vegetables, or in the chlorophyll to be precise. However, magnesium can be removed from the chlorophyll, which results in the formation of pheophytin. This causes the green color to turn into a brownish yellow color. Besides magnesium, phosphate also has a couple of other uses. For example, phosphate can be used as a buffering, leavening, and also an emulsifying agent due to its ability to become a strong Lewis base, which meant that it is able to donate unpaired electrons. So, what if you decide to take in so much magnesium phosphate at once? Will it turn out beneficial or disastrous? Well, the fact is that consuming magnesium phosphate in excess amounts can lead to several undesirable health effects. Most of these health effects are related to hypermagnesemia, which means that there is too much magnesium circulating in the blood. As the magnesium level rises, different symptoms start to manifest, and the fatality of those symptoms is proportional to the levels of magnesium found inside the blood. For starters, the most common effects of hypermagnesemia are nausea, cramps, and diarrhea. Also, sometimes it can cause the softening of the stool. However, at higher concentrations, hypermagnesemia might lead to neuromuscular dysfunction such as respiratory depression, hypotonia, as well as areflexia. Also, too much magnesium might affect the heart by causing bradycardia. These effects might pose a greater threat to those suffering from kidney disease since magnesium is excreted through the kidney. And in order to prevent such things from happening to all of us, the recommended dietary intake or RDI of magnesium has been set up to be around 300 mg up to 400 mg in the US and Europe. The exact value may vary from person to person depending on their age, gender, habits, as well as their individual variation in magnesium absorption and excretion. Just like what William Dudley has said, quote, "Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing," end quote. So do minerals like magnesium. So, start counting to ensure that you have just the right amount of minerals inside your body.
Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have.